I'm gonna share it. Hey everybody, welcome to Thursday's edition of Let's Talk Autism. Give us just a second. Oh, I should have put Monica. Let me see if I can do that.
Hey, Tina and Gloria and Robin and Sandy. And Bringus and Shorty. Hey, Shorty. And Terry.
All right. Let's see. Okay. We're sharing it in a few places. So, I think I got that all together. Hey, Lori. Hey, Norma. How are you? Okay, once again, welcome to Thursday's edition of Let's Talk Autism. So, if this is your first time joining us in one of these sessions, it's all about parents helping parents. Throw your questions, suggestions out in the chat. If another parent has a question and you can answer, feel free to chime right in. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Nita. I'm one of the admins of this wonderful establishment.
And I'm Linda. I'm the other admin.
Why do I always look yellow? I'm gonna have to find another place.
That wall always looks yellow only on this. When you're on by
Yeah,
yourself, it doesn't.
maybe it's okay. I don't know. So let's see. So I hope everybody's doing good. Um, well, some of you know that my son hurt his toe, his big toe, messing around with his dad's bowling balls. So he has to go see an orthopedic podiatrist next week. But he's doing good, limping around and still trying to do DeAndre things. He went out earlier today with his dad and had some Taco Bell. His dad said he was so good today. I said, "Oh, okay."
That's good.
Norma says, wanting to run away. Georgie has been having tantrums. Oh, Georgie. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe, hopefully, he'll calm it down for you, Norma. How's Emily today?
She's doing good. She's a little tired after school today.
Okay.
Uh, it's her medication that she takes in the morning.
Uh huh.
By the afternoon, it makes her sleepy.
Okay. I'm gonna start a You have a watch party going already in the support group, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put one in the discussions.
Hey, Angel, and hey, Deborah. Hello, nice to be in this group. Nice to meet you both. Nice to meet you too, Deborah. And I saw the Taco Bell picture. Yum. Well, that Taco Bell sounds good.
Snowstorm. Ooh, I don't want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
We were
Hey,
supposed to. I seen a weather alert for something. I don't know what.
hey, uh, Kwai, and hey, Sherry Thompson and Sylvia and Nicole
Hey, everybody.
and Sylvia. And if I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. Just let me know. Abrea and Terry Lynn
Hey,
and
Loretta.
Tanya.
Loretta says Sean last 3 weeks into tearing his own clothing as me places. I can't. Can you understand that, Linda?
Um, Sean for the last 3 weeks has been into tearing probably his own clothing. Um, probably the pants at the knee and the shirts at the waist area.
Oh,
His
so it's
clothing. Oh, same places.
oh, okay.
Same
So
places each time.
oh, he's tearing. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm getting it. He's tearing his pants at the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
And
you
the waist at the shirt at the waist.
waist? Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then she said at the same places is that as me is same. Yeah.
Anyone have that problem?
How's
With
he
it?
tearing them?
Yeah. Is he doing it with his hands?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Or is he?
ripping?
Yeah. Or is he being rough on his clothing? Hey, Leslie. Gloria says, I have what may be a complicated question. So, anyone up here with a 504? And Nicole, welcome. Nicole says, hello, my first time joining. Welcome, Nicole.
Welcome, Nicole.
Anybody here have a 504? And what's your question with the 504?
And Loretta wants some ideas how to deter him from tearing his clothes. Anybody have that issue?
How did she say? Did she say how he's tearing them? Yes.
Hands,
So,
hands,
he's ripping them.
yeah, brand new clothes.
Is he doing it because he's angry? Like meltdown angry?
Norma says Georgie used to bite and chew his shirts. It was a sensory issue. Yeah, DeAndre used to do that too.
Mm-hmm. That's what we were talking about last time.
Lori says, I need some advice. Hunter has been having meltdowns for 2 weeks. I don't know what to do. I am at my wits' end and feel like crying. Do you have an idea of what might be possibly triggering his meltdowns? Is something new happening? That would be a hard one because uh, we don't know. It may be something that's triggering him around the house, maybe. Is he only doing it at home? Okay, OT help Georgie.
Steve. Steve.
Clara Bear says, how does a single mom work? I'm having autism child. Very hard to find daycare with tonight. Very, very hard to find daycare with tonight of them, 21 of them, except that he's on the way. He knows how to put my job and you. Okay, Linda, I need you.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hold on 1 second, Claire Bear.
You're right.
Oh, okay. Maybe this is a little clear here. Advice on how does a mother or any single mother with any disability child or autism mothers work, because it's very hard for me to find daycare. And 9 daycares he got rejected. Only one will take him, but he is on a waiting list and living off the government. You can't. I know I can't. I don't know how anybody does it. Oh,
I can't hear you.
anyone have any advice for Claire Bear? And Loretta says no anger. Thinks not going wrong with it. Will tear, then bring to you. Oh, he tears it and just brings. Oh, he's just doing it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either with that one.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, that would be the same thing just about. Is there something new going on at home maybe that's causing him? Oh, and Lori says he has a new EA at school. That's interesting. Anyone have these issues? Anyone have any advice for Clara Bear?
What state do you live in, Clara? And she didn't say how old he is. It is a he, right?
No, I don't see.
She just said my child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he. Okay. So what state do you live in, and how old is he?
Hey, Victoria.
Hey, Victoria. Anyone have the? What was your question with the 504? That was the last one, and I will be getting my daughter into ABA and other help all under one roof. I'm excited because God knows I need it. And that's Shorty. That's good. I'm glad you're. That's good that it's all under one roof.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, mine was different places, but well, actually, everything was at home except for OT in the beginning. Let me see. The 504. Hey, Gloria says welcome to Nicole, and then Leslie said hello. Hey, Sherry, Vivian, and hey, John. I can't
Hey,
see no one's
everybody.
questions and comments. Leslie says that. Oh, switch to a 504 from an IEP. They would not continue an IEP, but switch him to a 504. My question is the ETR. I requested a copy of Colton's ETR today, and they sent the ETR from 2017 with the speech listed. Should they have updated the ETR to reflect his 504 diagnosis, or do 504s not have an accompanying ETR? First off, what is an ETR? And why? What is he diagnosed with? Oh, first off, what is he diagnosed with? What is his diagnosis? Hey,
Hi,
Jennifer.
Pamela.
And did she say what state she was in? Is she in your watch party, or is she on the in this one?
She's on the main live. The main live. Oh, you talking about which one?
The one for daycare.
Okay, this one,
Clara.
Clara.
Hey, Veronica.
Veronica.
And Norma and Lori. I didn't say hello. Hello. And Loretta. And everybody else. And Pamela. I was saying hi to everyone on this side, but hello, everyone. And you have YouTube and Periscope going?
Yep. Yep, I do.
Did she say she didn't answer the state and age?
No, she didn't answer. Clara Bear, are you still here?
Okay, so Gloria says he's diagnosed with autism. First off, I don't understand. Hold on one second, you guys. Steve, sorry, my daycare kids are leaving right now, so the parents are coming. I don't understand with autism why the IEP was pulled and switched to a 504. If he's diagnosed with autism, it should never have the IEP changed to a 504. That was number one. And if it's, and then I don't know what the ETR is.
Yeah, that's strange that they would change it to a 504, especially if he's documented with having autism.
Like my son had He just had speech services, and he had an IEP
Hmm.
just for speech services, an
Well,
IEP.
and Jasmine had IAP, and she's just
Yeah,
ADD. So I don't.
yeah. So there's less than autism that you can have and still have an IEP.
Hmm.
So definitely with autism.
Yeah, that's really strange. I would put up a fight about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here it is, Linda.
Okay, he's 12, and I live in Indiana, and I'm doing it alone. Sorry, guys, for the typos. My son had my hand. I hope you guys understand. It's just been a rough road, but I don't blame my son at all. Does he receive SSI?
Yeah, definitely check, and also check with organizations that
Mm-hmm.
can you refer you to help, like United Way has programs for parents that need help. It's just a matter of making some phone calls and asking, and sometimes you can find
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
liaisons that work between the parent and other organizations. And the one I always speak of is like here, Autism Alliance of Michigan. They act like that go between. So if you
Mm-hmm.
need help with daycare to work, start with them. Um, yeah, I know it can be rough. I really can. I can
Mm-hmm.
imagine. Hey, RS. Yep, same here. It's not, Norma. It's not illegal. Um, it's just for kids that never sign it right. Did she sign and agree to the 504?
And let me see. So she says, and you guys, I will get to yours as well. So don't feel like I'm skipping over them. And Abrea, yeah, that's what I'm going to get to next. Oh, she didn't say. Did you sign the 504, Gloria?
Yeah, definitely. If you don't feel your child, I'm still kind of baffled as to why they would switch that. That is very strange that they would do that. I would definitely put up a fight.
Uh, so, Clara, I'm not sure. So in California, it's called In-Home Support Services, and Abrea. I'm not sure if you live in California, because you called it IHSS as well. Uh,
Are you talking
Different,
about Claire Bear?
yeah, Clara. But
Okay.
Abrea on this one called it IHSS as well. So it's
Okay.
in-home support services. Some people have the med waiver. Some people call it care services, in-home care, things like that. So let me see. In Indiana, it sounds like it could be called something. I don't know. It could be caregiver programs. Uh, Different states have it. Are you familiar with that in your state? And have you looked into that? It's for. Oh, Abrea lives in California. That's why it's called exactly the same thing. Okay, so did you look into that? Number one, and it's some states will pay the parents to do it for their own children because he's preventing you from being able to work because you can't just hire any care provider to care for him. So that's why there's the stipulation where a parent can work for the child because you don't have the opportunity like everyone else. And Clara's over here now. He gets 3 something because he's over my seat child support for my child support, like 150. No, it's not enough for rent. There's like help at home, but you're not 40 hours a month. It really is work like that. No, I'm not familiar with it, but I'll try to look it up. I will look into it too to see exactly what it's called there.
And Tasha shared a link also on understood.org school learning special services. Would that be something to help her, Tasha?
Oh, is this one
Or the
for?
IEP? That would be for the IEP probably.
Okay, so Tasha. So Gloria, on the main live. Oh, do those show up on the main live? Those comments?
What? Which ones?
Those
No,
comments.
no, I don't see those. I don't see those. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go
Okay.
to the main page because I'm in StreamYard. Let me see if they're
Okay.
there.
Yeah, Norma, it's in California, it's in-home support services and SSI. Exactly. Because once you have the SSI, then you have the Medi-Cal, and the Medi-Cal pays for the in-home support services, and it's all together.
Okay, let me see.
I get protective supervision plus the care for him on the IHSS, $13 an hour. And actually, I think it's $13.50. This January turned to $13.50. And
No.
lots of hours, exactly. And the protective supervision alone, I think, is 195 hours.
Okay, no, it doesn't show up.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I only see the main. And Tasha says it's for the IEP, that link she shared.
Oh, okay.
Information.
Okay, for the IEP, okay.
Mm-hmm. And the 504, I'm sure they probably have information about that too.
Okay. Of course, Gloria says, of course, they gave me the excuse that he's exceeding academic levels for kindergarten. It's the runaround. He has the medical diagnosis only for autism. And that's enough right there for an IEP.
Yes.
Like I said, my son just needed speech services like twice a week, maybe through junior high, and he had an IEP the entire time. Anita's daughter had ADHD, and she had an IEP.
No, without the hyperactivity.
Oh, so she just had ADD.
Yeah, she needed time. Yeah, and she needed time to do her work, so they gave her an IEP. Yeah.
So so then she had that. So he has medical diagnosis only for autism. The school only gave him 504 to allow extra time on tests. Anyways, I'm still pushing for an IEP. I have all the paperwork in place and just following the timelines they have for evaluation. And ETR is an evaluation time report. Okay. Evaluation time report.
I see. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just had to block somebody.
Okay. And Vivian says, I have a son with ASD. When he is angry or meltdown, he will be hitting his jaws. Is there a therapy that will make him stop? He is 12 and nonverbal. I guess it would be, it'd probably be to get control of the meltdown. That's probably what it really is, to get control of the meltdowns. Really, right? She said when he has his meltdown, he's hitting his jaws.
Oh, okay. Something like this, maybe.
Yeah, when Emily used to be really bad, she would do that.
DeAndre, when he has his meltdowns, he jumps and kind of storms.
Yeah.
So, that's probably. Yeah.
Leslie asked, does the state that you live in have early learning school? Whose state are you talking about, Leslie? Also, Sherry says search for preschool programs within the school system, not daycares. Oh, that's Clara, right? Clara's, but he's 12. He's 12, I think. A lot of daycares can't handle children with special needs unless they have experience. I can see now. I turned my iPad on. Okay, hi. I live in Louisiana. I'm raising my nephew who is on the spectrum. I have had him going on 5 years. He is classified as nonverbal. Everyone I take him tells me that they can't help him because he can't talk to them. Thinking to have him hopefully tested at LSU in Shreveport. I just need help. I just feel like I just can't get him any help. He hears voices, head bangs, has anger issues. Meds just don't seem to be working like they used to. The school and I are both considered. Any suggestions? Oh, maybe she meant are both concerned. Any suggestions?
Wow, that's a deep one too. If nothing's helping him. So
Yeah.
she says he's getting therapy too. A mixture of everything is not helping.
Well, I don't think she said therapy though. Everyone I take him to tells fixing, have him tested. Needs help.
Okay, and Tasha put up some information about the idea for IEP. So that's on the main if somebody's interested.
Okay, so this is relevant to the 504 and the IEP?
Yeah, the IEP, Individuals with Disability Act.
Okay. So, Gloria, it says the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act requires public schools to provide special education and related services to eligible students, but not every child who struggles in school qualifies. To be covered, a child's school performance must be adversely affected by a disability in one of the 13 categories below. Number 1, specific learning disability, SLD. The umbrella term SLD covers a specific group of learning challenges. These conditions affect a child's ability to read, write,
and I would think autism,
etc.
would be part of that.
I would think so too.
Yeah, because they need the help. So if they took him off of, did the school give their own diagnosis? Because I know sometimes the schools do their own testing. Are they in conflict with the doctor? What the doctor wrote?
And Gloria, what state are you in? So I know here in California, they won't even touch a diagnosis. They won't offer one. They won't remove one. They won't supersede one.
From the doctor, right?
Yeah, they won't. Yeah. They won't do anything. They won't even
I'll be right back. I gotta put my coffee on. Can you keep a watch? A watch on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Be right back.
Hey, Skylar holds her hands up and shakes her hands when she's having a meltdown. Flaps her hands or shakes her hands? Yeah, they said he has to be 18 and over for me to get paid to take care of him. See, and I'm not. I've heard some states. I don't know. Because I know there's a waiver program, but I also know that The Norma and Brea, if Brea is still here. The program IHSS that we're talking about is supposed to be a federal program. I just got approved for IHSS, and a majority of my hours were for protective services for both of my girls. Exactly. Because the protective supervision hours are once you have that, it's going to be a 195-hour block of hours, and it is the majority of hours. What is IHSS? It stands for In-Home Support Services, and it is to help care for the recipient's needs, like say, now that Emily's 14, it cares for her laundry. It doesn't care for cooking because that would already be done for her. Time that you wouldn't normally do for somebody her age. So the time to take to brush her teeth, to bathe her, to shampoo her hair, to clean up after her, to help clothe, dress her, things that you normally wouldn't do for somebody that age. It's a care provider. And then supervisory care, protective supervision also is included in that. So if she were to elope, and which she has, and then if she were to get lost and she couldn't find her way home because of not knowing the phone number and the address and things like that, protective supervision is included in that for safety reasons. So because she's not allowed to stay home, in safety reasons, and people have different safety reasons for different things in the house, and always having to have supervision. So many reasons. So in-home support services, always needing a care provider. And as they get older, they get more things that they need done for them, or more things that they may cover for them. He has an IEP and has speech at school. I've taken him to the psychiatrist, but no one can help. Do they have him on medication or anything? I've tried so many different programs, and he either is not young enough or not old enough. I guess he's stuck in the middle. Oh. I'm so sorry. I know how it is. I can't not keep a job myself. Oh. Just want to say thanks, ladies, for talking to me. You're welcome, Clara. They haven't evaluated him yet from the school. I am in Ohio. Oh, okay, Ohio. I'm surprised that we were able to take that away, the IEP.
Yeah, me too.
That's really strange to me. They were able to do that. He was tested in Texas, supposedly. His parents never were really truthful with me. Oh, okay.
So I see Victoria says autism does not automatically qualify in her area because not all people with autism have learning delays. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I have to read that because I was always taught to believe that autism automatically would qualify for an IEP, but maybe I don't know. That's interesting.
See, now I guess it would depend too. What is he qualifying for the 504 for? That, I guess that right there, Gloria. What does he qualify for the 504 for?
Yeah. If he, why would they give him the 504?
Yeah.
If they're saying he's doing good, right?
Yeah.
So why would he even need the 504 unless he needs time? He needs a certain length of time to finish.
He's nonverbal and it's for speech.
Oh,
now isn't that autism? That probably due to autism?
Right, but even that.
That's what I'm saying. That should reflect right back to an IEP. That
Yeah.
should go right to an IEP due to autism.
Wow.
Yeah. Autism was not yet diagnosed at that time, but he had an IEP and they took the IEP away from him. So when they took the IEP away from him, he didn't have the autism diagnosis. So he had an IEP but was not diagnosed with autism. Then they took away the IEP. Then he was diagnosed with autism. Is that how it went?
Tamika says it depends about autism because I have two in special ed and one scored 3.1 grade level in kindergarten as his parents because he couldn't control the behavior or space in and out in and out. I fought I fought to get him a 504 because he didn't meet IEP because his learning wasn't affected.
Because it was behavior. And
Just
that
as
makes sense. Because
okay.
if I could see that, because if, like Victoria said, if it's not learning and it was all behavior, or if, now say this, say if it's there is no affected learning, speech, verbal, anything like that from the autism, and say they excel, intellectually, then
Oh,
they may
like
not need
Charles.
that.
Like
Yeah,
Charles.
say yeah, exactly. Like with the math, then they may not need anything with the IEP. But then comes say like behavior or emotional, then they may need a 504. But
They
with him, it's verbal and speech.
okay.
Oh, so that's the way it went. So he had an IEP assigned to him. Then he had it taken away and was given a 504. Then he was diagnosed with autism. Now they're
Oh,
trying to get back an
after.
IEP. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
how it
So
happened.
now it makes more sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Now it
exactly.
makes now it makes. But yeah, that's interesting. See, you learn something new every day.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm learning about because, like I said, I was
Mhm.
always. It was told to me if your child has a diagnosis um, of autism, it was automatic.
Mhm.
It was never explained to me whether they excel in certain or
Mhm.
period in class
Yeah,
that it wouldn't. But I guess I can see that. But
yeah.
yeah, I was always told if your child has
Mhm.
autism, that's an automatic qualification.
Because you would think that you would only fight for one if your child had autism and you needed one, right? So I
Mm,
guess you'd only be fighting for it if you really needed one because they were struggling, right? So I guess that would only come into play if they were struggling, I guess, academically, right?
yeah.
Um, so so um, um, if the doctor says they have it, the school follows that. Kansas is the same. Check into respite care. That is another thing, respite care in Indiana, if they have that. Um, he's on the waiver. He only gets 40 hours a week. He gets 40 hours a week for that.
For what?
He gets for a waiver. He gets 40 hours a week.
A waiver for what though?
I think she meant for respite care.
Really?
That's a lot of hours though for
I
respite.
thought they only gave you a couple hours, huh?
I get 105 hours every 3 months.
Okay. Wow. Well,
Every three months.
I never used this, so I
Yeah.
don't know how the hours work.
I mean, because it's respite, it's not meant to be like a big chunk of time. It's meant just to supplement.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Hold on, I have to grab my coffee now. It's
okay.
ready.
Mhm. So Sherry says, I don't know all of his medical history. I do know that the paternal grandmother was diagnosed schizophrenic and bipolar. He's now showing signs of this, but I just can't get any help. How do you know that he's hearing voices? He's like responding like he is. So she flaps her hands. How old is she? Young? Like uh, she's younger, or um, I'm trying to think of when Emily used to do that. I think she doesn't do it now. I want to say she was younger when she used to do that. The IEP he has was offered. Try to balance. Oh, he is verbal now. Grace talks now, but not at a level she should be. So she will get it till she will stay on the right level. Okay. Norman says, Central Valley Regional Center. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You have the regional centers as well. Sent me behavioral specialists, and oh my, it worked wonderful. Had them during his growing years 3 times, and it made a huge difference. See, she has the regional centers. Abrea is probably familiar with those as well, if she's still here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Abrea. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, Abrea, do you live in Southern, Central, or Northern California? In California, it's 30 max a month for respite. Also, I have 105, 3 months. I always had like 105.
Oh, in California it's 30.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a month. Yeah.
Okay.
And I haven't used them for a while either. Me too.
Wait, I'm about to mute myself. 1 second.
Okay. Okay. In Southern California. I was fixing. Did I miss? We were just talking about the 504 and then the IEPs and respite. And in California, max hours is 283 of my max. I don't know if everywhere is 283. I assumed it was, but yeah, 283 is the max for the IHS says. No, in the country. Yeah, that's what I thought in the country, right? For the 283. Oh, in the county. In your county for respite. I get 24 hours a month for each of my girls. My brother's in his 50s and still slaps his hands. That's what I was wondering, because I was wondering when she said that, because I guess smaller kids will do that, but then I guess as they get older, I want to say Emily did it for a while, but then I don't remember how old she was when she stopped. But I can't remember.
Come on, Norma. And Tamika, all people, right, true. There are definitely different levels of autism. Every child learns different. That's true. When my twin son couldn't get IEP, he got a 504. My son was testing in school for I can always go back for a behavior plan. However, I got a 504 because he wasn't included in no extracurricular. My son had the test 2 years old, level 3, when he was nonverbal, because I worked really hard with him. I am a mother, 3 kids on the spectrum, one regular class. Okay. So,
Gloria.
are okay. I'm assuming, Tamika, you're saying both your sons have autism, and just the one with the behavior problems. Yeah, and I also know that some kids with autism may excel in one area where they, don't in another. So, like I said, learn something new every day. But that is interesting. He wasn't included. Why didn't they include him in extracurricular.
I'm going to go look on a home base worker tomorrow. What is that, Leslie? Gloria says his problem areas are executive functioning and social skills, as well as his limited diet, and he is being medically tested for ADHD inattentive due to him not staying on task. He can do all the work and is testing into first grade level, but he can't remember to pack things in his book bag to bring home. They're accompanying him in his classroom, and that's the only reason he hasn't had problems doing his work. The teacher on her own is only requiring him to do 4 out of 20 problems and stuff like that. He needs breaks, preferably in a home that he can exercise and such, but he has to have an IEP for that. Oh, I see. Yeah. Uh, Goddess Mother says, glorious evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
I worked 18 years supporting parents, and I can't type fast enough. LOL. My brain has so much information. LOL. What did you do for work, Norma? Is everybody's kids in bed? Uh,
So, explaining my older daughters when she was in school, what they did, they gave her the IEP, but like she had trouble with like reading. She had a form of dyslexia. Some things she could was backwards to her. So what they would do when they would have upcoming tests, that allowed her, if she felt that she couldn't keep up, she was able to leave the classroom and go into the resource room where it's quiet
mm-hmm.
and have the help she needed. So that's what her IEP, and it really helped her get through school and graduate. Because if we didn't have it, I don't know, but it really helped her, and she had some great people working with her. So she was just able, say, like she went, because she was in mainstream. But if she
Mm-hmm.
walked into class, if she walked into class and just say she just felt overwhelmed, or they opened the book and it was just too much for her to
Mm-hmm.
try to get in, she could take her book and just walk out of class and go straight to the resource.
Really?
Hmm. That's how
Oh,
we had
because it's an
it.
IEP. That's right. An IEP can do. They,
Yep.
basically, an IEP can do whatever because it was an accommodation to do anything the kid needed.
Yep. As long as
The
she
student
needed
needed.
it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So the IEP, I kept the IEP for her because I knew she hung with her peers.
Mm-hmm.
She stayed in
Mm-hmm.
class, but it
Mm-hmm.
helped her. Like when she got in that classroom and she felt
Mm-hmm.
overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Now I didn't, and I promise you, I didn't know anything about IEPs. I relied on, actually, it was the resource. This is my oldest daughter, and at that time I wasn't really paying attention to it. I don't know what I know now. I didn't know then. So she actually had to sit and talk to me, and she told me get her an IEP. I was dumb, about it. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I listened to her, and yes, it really helped her. She had it for all through high school, and it helped her. not a
Wow.
504. We sat there and she wrote out the IEP so she was able to go to class with her peers. But if she was in class
Mm-hmm.
and she just felt overwhelmed or she couldn't take a test, she could just get up from the desk, grab her stuff, tell her teacher, and go down to the resource room.
Did she use it? Did she
Oh,
ever
yeah.
do it?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Plenty of times.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, hi, Neki and Tracy. Skylar's still up. Kids are still awake.
Oh, okay.
Yes, my kids were asleep at 8. IEPs and 504 support groups, homes, home visits. Oh, okay. Hospital visits, play group to see if we saw kids that might have a disability. Ah. What was your job title? What is this discussion about I just got on? Just different things. We're talking mostly about, I guess, IEP and education, huh? A little bit about meltdowns.
It's open discussion, Nikia.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome. If you haven't been here
Yep.
before,
She
welcome.
was. She's been here.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I
open
remember.
discussion. Throw anything on out there.
Yeah. Welcome back, though.
Hmm. Yes, excuse me. I'm muting myself because I'm chewing. I'm sorry.
Gloria says, I should know by next week if the school agrees to evaluate him. If not, I will receive a PWN, and the next step is either mediation or due process. Leslie says, oh no, Gloria says, uh, Leslie, mine was an hour later than normal, so I'm going to end up with a fight in the morning. Oh, well. And then Megan says, hi, this is my first time here. Hi, Megan. I have a quick question.
Hi,
What's your
Megan.
question, Megan?
And I wanted to read to you
Uh,
because I had asked her about
okay.
her son. Okay, she says I
Mhm.
have twins, a girl in on level 3 and twin boy with level 3, and a 6-year-old son on the spectrum. Okay, the twin boy wasn't included due to his ongoing. Okay, I see. So his teacher basically punished my son, not letting him participate. Now, since he has a 504 protection, he can participate. Okay. But that doesn't give him, does that give him total protection for participation? Interesting. But I see. Nikki says, have y'all did the autism genetic test yet for your child? Me, not yet.
Not me. I was going to start looking into it.
Me too. It was suggested that we do it, and I'm very interested.
And so am I.
Hmm.
Has anybody else had it done? Anybody else here, or anybody else considering to have it done? And Tamika, yes, you've had it done. Parent, partner, liaison, or however you spell it. Well, I know what you meant, so. Oh, okay, got it. Parent, partner, liaison. So Megan says, my 11-year-old son is autistic. We have an IEP for speech and accommodations. He gets small group testing and extended time. Last year, his teacher would schedule the small group testing the week before. This year, they're not doing that. Hey, Dinah. How is it arranged this year? My son had the genetic testing done. Oh, Michelle had the genetic testing done. How did it come back, Michelle? How did the genetics test go? We have to go tomorrow for the results. They just send him wherever to do his test. Sometimes it's not quiet for him. Is there anything I can do? go call an IEP and let them know that it's not a situation that's conducive for his testing. It's not quiet. Write down the situation or the conditions of the testing that's not conducive for him testing it successfully. And write down what would be a successful situation for him to be able to test successfully. Write down what you think might work, as opposed to what's not, why this isn't working. What is the test for? Are you talking about her in testing, or are you talking about the genetics test, Dinah? His doctor requested for him to get it done, and then they got me to do the test too, and found out that one, a carrier.
How do they know it's autism?
And if you're going for the results tomorrow, they already told you that part?
Wow.
Oh, wait. So they tested him first, so they had one, then they had you go back to test? Is that how it went? Like, you're going back for the second half? Oh, the genetic testing.
So they have certain markers. Now, I thought it wasn't, what do I want to say? It's certain markers that can indicate autism, right?
Yeah.
But not anything that's 100. I don't know if that's what I want to say.
When I was reading my Kaiser thing, so some doctors don't even know how to order the test. So when I was reading, there's a so Kaiser, I don't know if you guys know what Kaiser is, but it's a big on the West Coast. So so when you go to ask for, so there's a autism research department there in the hospital. Anyway, so when you go to order it from your doctor, the doctor has to order it a certain way. But there's a certain, I forgot how many genes, or I think there's 3 genes or chromosomes that they look for, that they look at a depletion or a duplication.
Okay.
And they look at those 3 that are responsible, or that look, or that are commonly depleted or duplicated in deleted or duplicated in autism, or patients with autism. So I think it's 3 of them though. It's often one of the 3. So they can't say that always. If it's not one of those 3 present on that person, that those are the only 3 that are responsible for it. They just know that commonly right now those are the 3, or I can't even say for sure that it's 3 specifically, but there was, I want to say it said 3 different ones, but they named them.
Okay. Yeah, I would be very interested in knowing if, like my side of the family carried that marker or those markers, or
That's
his
what I want to know.
I would be. Now I do on both sides of my mom's. No, one side of my mom's. I think no, actually no, one side of my mom's family. We have autism, but, everybody's different though, And then on his dad's, we don't know. But I would be very interested in knowing if somewhere down the line it runs on, either side of the family.
So I think she said yes. So it looks like that he had the testing done first, and then they called her back to have the testing done.
Okay.
Because she said she gets the results tomorrow. Because she said, remember, she said the test and found out that one was a carrier for autism. So it looks like they called her back to do the testing.
Okay.
Because the results are tomorrow. I was going to post the results after we get home to let everyone know. And
Yeah, that's interesting. That is something I would really be
Mm-hmm.
interested in knowing. And Tamika says, now I am fighting for my twin daughter. She already has an IEP, and the teacher trying to keep her back due to being below due to being been below than okay lower than kindergarten. She already received speech as well as occupational therapy at school. I told her teacher no, getting she's not keeping her back. She was also diagnosed with intellectual function along with autism, speech disorder, sound disorder, and she is writing and can tell you some of her sight words. She remembered today, and the teacher said when she retests her the next day, she forget. Wow. Okay.
Michelle had testing done,
Oh,
and
she did too.
yeah, and she said he has an inter interstitial duplication of the 7q region. So hers was a duplication instead of a deletion, or his was, but with her child, it was what I was saying. So
Now,
it's AUTS2.
AUTS2.
So
Well,
yeah,
they
so
give
it's
all these names.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So now, this is another question I would have.
And they want them to test now.
Would it be like a fluke and just say like one of the
Mm-hmm.
parents, or would that whatever, what is it, the marker, what you call it, deletion?
Duplication or deletion.
Yeah, yeah, that
Uh-huh.
would it be a deletion that sort of runs in the family, or would it just be
I don't
that?
know.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess that's what they're trying to see. Hold on a second.
Okay,
Is that yours, Nita?
that's you.
Where's it coming from? Okay. Oh, that was her. Wait, why can't I hear it on my headphones and over there?
With that.
Okay. So how come? Why do they want the parents to? Well, they must. I guess it could be either or. Maybe it could be a fluke, or maybe it could be uh, inherited. Maybe that's
Yeah,
what they want to know,
yeah, that's
because they have the parents test.
right.
So maybe that's what they want to know. Maybe they want to know the ratio, or the time, the amount of times that it might be present in a parent, or how many times it might be. Like on chromosomes, when there's an extra set of chromosomes with Down syndrome.
Right, right.
Maybe they want to know if it's how
That
many times it's.
happens like
Yeah,
that. Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, because they say with Down syndrome is common. One of the
Mm-hmm.
common things with that, with getting those markers, is the parent's age. So,
Mm-hmm. The mom, yeah, the
yeah,
mom's age.
yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
would wonder because, like I said, I was 38 when I had DeAndre. So
Mm-hmm.
I would wonder, would it have something to do with the age?
Mm-hmm.
That be something?
Yeah, and I was older. I was older, not old.
Okay.
Somebody, who was this? I was at the gym the other day, and people were talking, and somebody said, she said, yeah, people always ask. They say that the parents are older when they have children with autism. Then they said, but they often think the dads are older of the children with autism. And then they said, but studies are starting to show that there's intellectual parents, there's high intelligence of the parents, or somebody in the family, there's high intelligence, high IQ somewhere. And but I heard that before too. Remember, we were talking about that too. And but I don't know. I don't know, but maybe it could be, I don't know, maybe something to do with that. But then so I was reading that, and it said on the male side. So I don't know. I know my dad was really like, he was oddly intelligent.
Okay, Veronica says I think it's about 200 genes linked to autism, but only 65 of them are strongly linked, is what I read once. Okay, interesting. Nathan.
Mm. And that's how you were talking about Nando, right?
What?
You said Nando is really, really intelligent.
Oh, yeah, yeah, he's a nerd. He's a
Mm.
nerd. He was one of the kids, you know how you have to tell your kids to do your homework. Nando, he was a nerd. He still is a nerd. I think he's more of a nerd now.
I was told she plays a factor, had my son at 41.
No, but you know who's the nerd is
Was also
Ari.
38. How old? Okay, so how old was everybody when they had their? Okay, everybody put the father's age and the mother's age.
For us?
Yeah.
What you mean?
What for their child that was on the spectrum, of course.
How old we were
Yeah,
when we had them? Or when, okay. So I was
yeah,
37 when I got pregnant. So his dad was 38.
yeah. When you got pregnant, but father put S and M, so we just see father and mother. The difference.
What's up?
So
Yeah, I
you were
was 30.
37. Okay, you were 30. Wait,
Yeah, I was 30. Wait a
okay.
minute. Was I 37? November? Yeah,
Michelle said she was a nerd too.
I was 38.
Oh, and then yeah, actually, and Steve's mom was like, she was, I don't know if she was valedictorian or she was really close to it. My
Uh-huh.
older brother is really smart too. Yeah, and then yeah, Nathan, my I think all of them really are.
Yeah, now Ari's intelligence is with animals.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I guess they're all at a certain
yeah.
same time.
So yeah, she can now she's poor in math. You know, she
Mm-hmm.
still has problems, but you ask that child anything about
Mm-hmm.
a animal, an insect, she could tell you the inside to the outside.
Wow.
And she will talk you to death. But yeah, that's where hers is. Nando is he's a mathematician.
So one got math and one didn't.
Yeah.
It's funny. Our first one, our daughter, she's like that with math, but not with simple math. Like she can do quadratic equations and everything, but she gets to the simple math and she has to use her fingers. Like
Uh,
she could do like 5 + 4, she got to use her fingers. Let's see. Okay, so Leslie says she was 33. Her husband was 47, or her baby's dad was 47. Let me see. Michelle says dad was 32. She was 38. 32 and 38.
yeah, I was
Megan.
38.
Okay, so Megan was 23. Dad was 27. Mom was, for Gloria, mom was 23. Dad was later 20s. Dinah, dad was 41. Wait,
Let me
I
do
guess
math.
mom was 41 and dad was 44. And I was 30 and Steve was 33.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, I think I
Veronica
was
got 33
38.
and
You were 38,
32.
39. 38, 39, I think it was.
What was 38, 39?
Me and Andre. I was
Okay,
38.
38, 39.
He's 39.
Okay. And then Monique says she was 37, he was 39. Uh, Jenna was 27, 29 for dad. Nikki was 28, he was 34. And then Veronica was 33, and he was, she's 33 or 32. What?
I can't remember if I'm 33 or
I wish I was 33 or 32.
right. Oh,
I'll
I
take either one.
remember that. Mhm.
So yeah, so wonder. Some of these are really young though.
Yeah, they really are.
Mhm.
So that may not even be a factor.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
yeah, because I do remember I
Oh,
had to
Mich-
go through that
mhm.
how you pronounce it, synthesis,
Amniocentesis. Yeah.
because of my
Mhm.
age. That was the first thing that doctor said. Um, he actually, it wasn't autism, no. He said Down syndrome. He said
Oh, that's right.
there's a
That's
strong,
right.
by your age, there's always a possibility about the Down syndrome, and that's why they wanted to do the test. But the other thing they scared me about, because they have to stick that long
Mhm.
needle in you,
Yeah.
and it can cause you to miscarry. So they have
Yeah.
to sign that thing. You want to know, but
Mhm.
you're like, wait a minute, I'm gonna
Yeah.
lose my baby if.
Are
But
are
thankfully,
you forced to take the test?
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
They
I
give
always thought you had to.
No, you don't have to. They make you sign
Oh.
because they tell you it's a
Mhm.
possibility
Yeah.
that you could lose the baby. They
Yeah.
ask you,
Mhm.
they talk to you, and you have to watch. Well, we did. We had to watch a film about
Oh.
development of the baby and
Mhm.
Down syndrome, and
Yeah.
they talk to you some more. And they put the paperwork and they explain to you about the test, and it's your choice. You don't have to take the test.
Mhm.
If you
Yeah.
know, then you do. Yeah. I
Gloria says Veronica. My mom was 18 and his dad was 27. My brother, but I did notice it's on my mom and my dad's sides. That was from Michelle. And then y'all made me work. I promise I'm good at pharmacy calculations. We hope so, Veronica.
right, right.
Okay, so I'm 33, then I was 28, 5 years old, and so husband just turned
Yeah.
39 5 years ago, 34.
So the majority were pretty young.
Yeah,
That,
I was
that,
only 18, dad was 20, yeah. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So this is my next question then. Who had a rough labor or delivery?
had what?
A rough labor or
Oh,
delivery?
now mine was because he wasn't breached, but he wasn't turned
Mm-hmm.
the right way when you come out, because the baby's supposed to be backwards, facing my back. He's supposed to be facing your back when
Mm-hmm.
they're delivered, but or was it
He was
facing?
face up. He was face up, like towards the ceiling.
No, his face was down. He just wasn't turned. When my water broke, when they come down, they supposed to
Mm-hmm.
turn,
Oh.
and he wouldn't turn. He just wanted to sit where he was.
Oh.
So, um, yeah, then I had to have an emergency C-section
Mm.
because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a painful, long,
I was gonna say that was rough.
yes.
Oh, Tamika says a doctor mentioned Down syndrome because of my age. Neither of my kids were Down syndrome.
Yeah,
The
but
blood
I had
test,
that happen too.
yeah, the blood test they do showed that I had an 80% chance of having a baby with Down syndrome. Michelle said that. My
Wow.
doctor didn't do that. She said I had to, but I was glad I did. Colton's mom was induced, and I had problems of some sort with delivery, but I don't know because there were some problems with delivery, but I don't know because I wasn't there. Okay, folks, I'm going to wrap up everything and go to bed. Need only
Okay,
be sorry. Good
Claudia.
night, Victoria. Work has been breaking lately. No, had a natural 48 and a half hours.
Woo! You were in
Um,
labor 48.
Mine swallowed fluids when he was born, had to stay in the NICU for 4 days. I was only had a natural.
Wow. Oh, he was swallowing fluids while he was inside the womb, or was it something while you were giving birth? Oh, he was born. Okay, he was swallowing. Okay, he was swallowing fluids when he was born. Okay, I think I got you now.
And Megan says because they had problems breathing. And Jaden came quickly, says Michelle. So not really, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't
Pretty
seem
much.
like age is really a factor.
Mm. Yeah, Emily came really, really quick. She came so fast. The lady, the nurse, it was a young nurse too, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you can start pushing." I don't even know if I pushed 3 times, and she was here. And
That's how.
ooh, and the nurse, uh, yeah, so she had to go get the doctor, but she had bruises. She had a huge hematoma on the back of her head. She
Mm.
had bruises up down her arm. She had a black eye. She had
Oh,
bruises on her side of her face. The hematoma in the back of her head was really big. It was there for a while. She had a broken collarbone too, but
oh.
yeah, she came fast. Um, yeah, I was waiting for you to get all excited about Colton's new food, but I think you missed it. Oh, what was it? Oh no, I did see it. I did see it. It was a Nutrigrain bar, and he asked his teacher. No, it was a snack. Hold on. I did see that. See, I even remembered it without going back. On the plus side, Colton tried a Nutrigrain bar in school today for snack. He told his teacher that he wants her to make them for snack again tomorrow. So I went straight to Walmart and bought a huge box of them. He ate 2 of them for his dinner. Better than Lay's potato chips, right? Yes. She knew that I was going to be excited about that. Yes. Yeah, see, I knew I seen it. Nutrigrain bar, I remembered that. Emily, new food this week. She had what are those pop chips? They're pop chips. I think that's what they're called.
Pop.
They're like rice cake chips.
Uh-huh.
Um, caramel kind. She ate something else new this week too. She ate something else. I got her to eat whole, fresh, raw almonds though. But there was something else this week. I can tell she's getting
So
tired of her food though.
she's doing good. She's doing
A
good
few
though.
different, yeah, a few different things. I bought dehydrated apples though. I
Okay.
think she might be able to eat those. So she wants to go to Discovery Kingdom, Six Flags. She
Hmm.
wants to go there on Sunday. We're gonna try
Oh.
some apples before we leave the house. She just don't know that part yet. Yeah, they might be poppables. That might be what they are. Yeah, I
Poppables.
don't even like it. But she used to eat rice cakes, so it makes sense.
Mhm.
Eddie was my best delivery of the 3 boys, all natural deliveries, but he was the easiest delivery. I only chuckled because I was thinking of Nathan. My whole pregnancy with Eddie, I had complications. Uh, and he was, I had been going to the doctor on and off for 5 months again. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness. The whole time they were treating me, they did a pregnancy test twice in the beginning. Well, just 7 months. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness.
He called. Wait a minute. I didn't see the rest of that. Oh,
Where was the rest of that?
okay. They didn't wait because it doesn't show up. Okay. Then they called. Okay, they called me, scared to tell me that this whole time I was pregnant and was at least 4 months. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can't see the whole. I guess it only gives you so much on StreamYard.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
Whoa.
Wow, the whole time.
Well, Tamika says my 6 year old got stuck coming out. The doctor pushed him back in, then came behind me and pushed fast on my stomach, and he popped out. My twins came early. Twin A was breech, and twin B was laying sideways. I had emergency C-section. I was 8 centimeters. Twin B came was bruising all over her body because she didn't uh, because she didn't want to come out. Twin A broke both bags and no fluids was around neither of them. The first years was rough for us. Just thank God they're both alive. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Gloria says his blood work came back and his iron level's super low. He has to take a liquid iron supplement daily now. I'm not surprised though. He doesn't eat any meat. Yeah, Gloria, we had Emily went under for her tooth, I believe December 18th, and I had them do blood values as well, and her iron and her vitamin D came back. Her vitamin D and her iron came back really low. So they put her on iron supplements, vitamin C, because that's how she's going to have to absorb the iron. And then you put her on, I can't remember, I'm going to say it's 100,000, but it might be 50,000 milligrams of vitamin D once a week. And then she has to take vitamin D every day. But the big ones are once a week. Yeah, they were both really low, though. Jorge's going to see the Texas Stars. Oh, that's so strange, Veronica. I went to them because I was in so much pain. I had no symptoms of pregnancy. Always been irregular, so I didn't know either. Oh my goodness. I was like, when I was pregnant with Nathan, I had a miscarriage,
Okay.
and then so I went in, and the doctor told me, he was like, yeah, you had a miscarriage. It was typical. And he said, so they did a blood test and everything. They're like, yeah, the values are dropping. You're not pregnant anymore. And they said sorry and everything. And then they wanted me to go back and do another value to make sure, because they have to make sure, everything comes out or whatever.
Right.
And then so I went back. They're like, their values didn't drop all the way. So then they said, you're still pregnant. So then apparently I lost one, but Nathan was still there. Yeah. So I lost one, but not both.
Oh, sorry to hear that, though.
Yeah. It was really, really early on.
Mm-hmm.
But I was surprised because I was thinking, that's not what you expect.
Right.
Veronica says, my husband tells everyone, and he was the only one we ever planned, although I don't recall this conversation ever. LOL. Mita, can you call me when you have a chance, please?
Oh, I sure can. I will.
I didn't either, because I was.
I will, Norma.
Yep, that was our Nathan. Yep. Christy says, oh, Christy. Hey, Christy. When I gave birth to the twins, I had complications. Was that Christy up here too? No. When I gave birth to the twins, I had complications because I was diabetic carrying them, and I had to have a C-section because Taisha was having problems, so I had to have them a month early. She stayed in the hospital for a couple of days. Oh. I can't imagine being pregnant with twins.
Me either.
That was the other thing with Nathan. I was in labor for 5 days with Nathan.
5 days.
5 days. And Veronica, 5 days, and Veronica, the power was going in and out at the hospital. It was the year of El Nino. The power was going in and out. It was the storm. It was El Nino. Seriously, it was storming. Yeah.
5 days.
Because they were inducing me because my second one was 10 pounds and he broke his collarbone. So they wouldn't let me go over 37 weeks anymore. So at 37 weeks, they were inducing me. And that's how long it took.
Wow.
So they had Part going to be doing another blood draw in 3 months to see if they give him the right amount of supplement to see. Yeah, see, that's the thing is that we need to get another draw on her, but we don't know how or when to get another draw because they drew the blood from Emily when she was under. I don't know how they're going to get a second draw on her, because it's not really something, you don't test iron and vitamin D in blood, I mean, in urine, because when iron and vitamin D are dropping into urine, there's a health issue. It's a health problem. So I don't know how they're going to do a retest. Yeah, I can imagine. Like 9 months pregnant, 5 months. Yeah. When I was 32 weeks pregnant with my second one, and I walked into the doctor's office, and I remember this girl's boyfriend, and he looked at me, he was like, "What? What you having, twins?" And I just wanted to cry and just watch her right back around and walk out. My stomach was so big, and I was only 32 weeks. I was like, man, my stomach was so big. I could it was hard squeezing in between places and stuff. And there was only one baby.
Wow, big babies.
Yeah, he just looked like he was just laid out in there. Like he was just laid out.
I had small babies. My biggest baby was my oldest son. He was 7 pounds, 13 ounces. And the rest of them were like 6 pounders.
Well, see, that was Nathan exactly, 7'13", and he was so tiny. He was the smallest. He was my smallest. 7'13" exactly, and he was so tiny. He was just so tiny.
Yeah, that was my biggest baby. And DeAndre was 6 pounds, 9 ounces.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And Christy says, "Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. I also have a set of triplets. They are 28 now and all healthy." Really? She has what?
No.
She has triplets and twins.
Wow.
What?
How old are both sets? How old are
How old are the twins? The triplets are 28.
Okay, they're older. Are they the older ones?
The triplets are 28. Yeah. I don't know how old the twins are. We're about to find out. Me either, Linda. He was a mess the first time. This time he's going to know what they're, do as soon as he sees the room. I don't know how I'm going to, She was just asleep, and she doesn't have another dental procedure for maybe 2 years, and it's probably when she's getting her wisdom teeth pulled. And so I have no idea how they're going to get the blood next time. But she's going to need to get it checked. Hey, Kelly. I was going to do some invites, but I don't know how to invite people that aren't on my listen, Kelly was one of them.
You do the invites, you go in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do we do? Wait, let me see. I have to make sure I'm doing this right. Make sure you're in the group.
Mm-hmm.
This may only work when we do it. Let me make sure. I gotta look at my phone.
Yeah, because Kelly was one of them, and Gloria and Christy Miller. Because some of these people, Michelle was one of them, Michelle Gordon.
Okay. I'm looking for it. I can't find it. The live.
Because I don't know if they turn on their notifications.
Yeah, that would be one of the easiest way to get notified every time we come on. I'm looking for the live. 1 second so I can show you.
And then there's just some people that I'll remember their names. Like I remember Nikki. I think that's how you say her name, Nikki. I remember her. Of course, and Norma and Veronica.
Okay.
And Kelly, I remember.
Yeah. See, we won't be able to. Let me see. Let me open it up.
The twins are 14. Will be 15 on next Tuesday. After triplets, twins should be a breeze. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the only way you would be able to do that is to tag them in the comments.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But can you tag them during a live though?
Yeah, in the comments.
Oh yeah, I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you got to be in the actual. But you got to be in the group. You got to be
Mhm.
in the group and do it on the group's comments,
Oh,
not on
because I'm
the
in a
actual.
watch party. Okay, I got it. Mhm.
I mean, you can do it
Okay.
now. You can go out to if you got your other screen open.
Yeah, yeah, on the yeah. Okay, I got it.
But now, if we're doing the live directly in the group,
Mhm.
just click on the share. As long as we're doing it directly in the group, you can click on the share,
Oh.
and then you should be able to see,
Mhm.
members' names.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I could have just did that. I could have been tagging people and did that the whole time, huh? If I would have just shared it and then it would have been like a link. Yeah, because I had yeah.
So you guys make sure, if you do want to know when we come on, make sure. How do you do this, Linda? I think at the top.
I'm in a watch party, so I can't even see
Oh,
it.
you'll see where it says see first if you're on the actual live
Oh.
at the top. Not see first, I'm sorry. You should see that little bell next to see first, and that'll notify you anytime, we have our lives. The little dingy, dingy, dingy.
Mhm. I've seen
Hi, Kelly.
what she said, what are you discussing? Wow, my biggest one was 9'3".
Wow, you had a big
Oh.
baby too.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to know about the results. I was induced with David, was in labor 4 days, I believe. Woo!
Ooh,
Yeah, that was.
and I was
Mm-hmm.
complaining about my 16 hours.
Oh yeah,
4 and 5 days. I couldn't have.
Adriana was 16 and a half hours.
Yeah, and my
God.
boys gave me the problems. The girls, but them two boys.
Yeah, Emily was what I think what, like 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Now Jasmine was easy like Emily. I think I got to the hospital. Did I get? I think I got to the hospital at 10. No, no, I'm sorry. Got there early that morning. It was like two something similar. So they told me, how they had you walk around.
Mm-hmm.
She went back. She checked me. She said, "Oh, you're just at 9. Go do a couple rounds around the
Mm-hmm.
hospital and come back." And then, I felt her. I felt Jasmine. So I'm telling the nurse, she's about to come.
Mm-hmm.
She's about to come. She said, "I just checked you." She said, "Come on," because she just knew that I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Got on that table. She looked. She said, she started calling everybody. I said, "See?"
Mm-hmm.
And I think I
Mm-hmm.
pushed twice, and Jasmine will.
Yeah, see, just like that. That's what the lady said. She was like, "Oh yeah, you can start pushing out. Like it's gonna take some time." Mm-hmm. I was like, "What's she talking about? What's she talking about? What's she gonna do? Doctor's not even in here." Uh, uh, Norma says she really needs to talk to you.
Oh, where's she at?
Right, under Veronica. Um,
Veronica.
OMG, yes, it was,
Okay. Okay, Norma.
what are y'all discussing?
Hold on, y'all.
Um,
Hold on, I'm gonna put
where's
you on mute.
Charleston? Gloria, me either.
You hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Linda?
I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm putting you on mute for a minute.
Okay. Oh, okay. Twins before after triplets. Where's Charles? I have no idea. Never been in labor more than 6 hours. Wow. Bye. See you later. Oh, what time is it, Adriana? Oh, it seems later than that. Yeah, see you later. Careful. Love you. Bye. Um, Gloria. That's what I was thinking. I thought 13 was bad. It's funny. I had 16 hours and I had 13 hours and I had the 5 days. It doesn't surprise me, the one that gave me the 5 days. And then Gloria Thompson. And they are 13 years apart from each other. Nothing too specific. Yeah, Emily. So Emily wants to she wants to go to an amusement park this Saturday or Sunday, and I don't know how that's gonna go. But it's only right up the freeway. It's like I don't even know if it's 20 minutes from us. And we have season passes. We just haven't gone for a long time. Last time we went, she had a big meltdown. So hopefully, I think that was maybe 2, 3 years ago. So hopefully it goes well. Um, but I mean, it's a lot of you know sensory with the noise and everything. But it was hot too last time. It'll be a lot cooler. Maybe there'll be less people there. 49ers are playing playoffs, so maybe it won't be so crowded. We'll see. Whatever. Miranda Lee Martin. Nothing specific. If you have anything you want to talk about, you can put it out there. The triplets were born first, and twins came 13 years later. That's crazy. Steve says, "Pray for us." Well, it was that, or you know what we should have did when she asked for that, Steve? We should have threw out the I don't know if she's listening. We should have threw out the SMOW instead. That would have been a lot easier. That's what we should have said. Genetic testing, IEPs, and 504s of age of parents' birth. That's true. We did discuss all that. We discussed meltdowns. I thought there was something else. We discussed in-home support services and respite as well. Yeah, that's what we probably should have said. And yeah, I knew she was listening. That's why I said S and W. Mm-hmm. But it's already on the calendar, so can't change it. Hi, Emily. Did she say hi? Hi, Emily. So yeah, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I can hear her. Yeah, I can hear her. Hi, Emily. Hi. I'm afraid of amusement parks for my son. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I can't remember anything. Hello, ladies. Hi, Wanda. Uh, for your son? Yeah, I'm trying to think of things that she can do there. There's like maybe like like the Disneyland teacups kind of ride that she might like. There's like a swinging boat, like the Ark, that she might like. Maybe a carousel. I think if they have a carousel. And I don't know much else that she would like. Maybe a train. So I'm just hoping there's things that she would. But like I said, it's season passes. It's right up the freeway. Excuse me. I think they have chicken tenders and fries. Hopefully, I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. If not, we'll go somewhere that does. And I know people heard that. They're having a prom here in Arkansas for the special needs kids. It's part of the Tim Tebow Foundation. Next month, Taisha will be attending there. Nice. You know what they do here? So junior high starts in 6th grade. So from in our school district, from 6th grade up, so sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, and then through the high school years, every year they have a prom for the special needs kids. So every year Emily has gone to the prom since sixth grade. They have a nice prom. I think I posted a video on this group last year. So every year she goes to the prom and she gets to participate. It's really neat. So she will go to, in all, she will go to 7 proms. It's really neat, though. I like that they do that. He has a hard time with the noise. Took him on a train at the park, but he covered his ears. Yeah, it's so hard for them. Emily went on the train at Disneyland. The second time we went on the train, she like kind of covered her ears all the time and kind of started to have a meltdown. But then we figured out what it was. It was the dinosaurs roaring on a certain part that she was anticipating and scared of. Once that part came and went, then she calmed down. Yeah, I'm glad that she gets to do that. That's neat. Yeah, that's neat. Emily loves it. I just hope she never gets sick and has to miss it, like on that day. But yeah, she loves it. It's neat. It's like, I think May. I think it's in May. Yeah, she loves it. It actually is at the school she goes to now. So before they would just get on the bus and go over there because she was in junior high. But it's actually, excuse me, it's actually at the school she goes to now. And then I didn't know until last year that I could actually go and be there with her. But so last year I went and recorded a little bit of it. It was really neat. And then so it's the APE, so the special needs PE program that they have. They're the ones who fund it. So they also fund a bowling trip every year. They also funded a golf trip to the golf resort here this year, or the driving range or something. So she went golfing. I've never been up there. Colton wears his headphones, but we only take him to the county fair because it takes him 2 to 3 days to work up the courage to ride the cars just to go in circles. Yeah, I wonder. Oh, they have. Oh, I don't even know if they have that anymore. Oh, they don't have it anymore. They used to have these go-karts. I don't know if I would let her try those. Those are like the ones at Disneyland. They have the ones that were on the track. So even if you stray a little, it would still bump onto the track. These ones actually were they're go-karts. You can actually drive off of the property if you wanted to. They have it at a convention here. Oh, like a convention center. Super cool. That is neat. My little one is only in second grade, but I sure hope he gets to have some normal experiences. I know. I think it's important for them to be able to do things like that because there's really not a reason for them not to. And then when you get closer to that time, you kind of know if they'll be able to handle it with gen ed, or if it would be better if they were able to have it with special needs. And I know Emily did better with special needs program having this type of thing. So I'm really glad that they have something like this. Yeah, I really appreciate that they do things like this. I like our school district a lot. They do a lot of things for them. I got so sleepy. Excuse me. Oh no, Colton has one of those battery powered Jeeps, and he can't pay attention long enough to watch where he's going. He has run into the neighbor's swing set so many times. We have one. I don't know if she's ever driven that, but if she rode a bike or yeah, I don't trust her with that either. She would roller skate fine, but as far as like riding a bike out in the front in our court or anything, I don't trust her not to hit people's cars. Even if she was riding a scooter at the park, and I didn't trust her not to hit the people. She got really close. I need to look into the fact that they have something like that here. Yeah, because I think they've been doing this for years. Like it was years before. Like I remember hearing about it for years before Emily actually got to that age of being able to do it. And then she got to the age, and yeah. So it's never too early. I want to say I heard about it when she was like in 3rd or 4th grade, because the PE teacher that does it, I swore I heard her talking about it, and Emily had that PE teacher when she was in kindergarten and 1st grade. And then we met back up with her, I believe in 6th grade, or yeah, 6th grade. Does anyone homeschool their kids with autism? No. Are you in the homeschool group, Abrea? Understand totally. We thought about it for a second with Emily because we had a lot of problems with the school. During different years for different reasons. Oh yeah, we have a Autism in Us has a so we have Autism in Us. So I'm not sure where you're from. If you're on from the main page, so we have Autism in Us, the main page, the public page. We have Autism in Us, the support group. Autism in Us, support for dads. Autism in Us, homeschool group. And we have Autism in Us, discussions and more. But the Autism in Us support group, homeschool group has probably got some information for you. I mean, it does have information that will probably be good for you, but it has a lot of others that do homeschool. So are you in the support group, Abrea? Were you thinking about it for next year, 1st grade? Autism and has homeschool group. Gloria, you were in it was Nita's. Oh, no, it was my watch party, but it was Nita's live, right? Earlier, and you were explaining to somebody. I think it was Shorty. I think you were giving Shorty the discussion group, right? Yeah. Okay. I thought that was you. Colton won't even let us help him get on a bike. He can reach the ground flat-footed, and it has training wheels, but nope. Yes, I'm in the support group. Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's a support. I mean, there's a homeschool support group. Is it called homeschool support group? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called, right, Gloria? No, it's okay. Autism and Us homeschool support is what it's called. Oh, did you? Let me see. What was it? I don't remember why she went live in the first place. I was at the gym working out. I don't remember exactly why she went live, but then I remember the live that I seen you in was the one because she got kicked off. I can't remember what happened, why she went live. But I know that people have been inboxing us all morning with different things. I was 25 years old when I had my first child. He was the smallest one, 5 pounds, 14 ounces, 21 inches. I had an emergency C-section. I had to have oxygen, like white blood count for him instead of natural. I had to have an epidural and spinal tap with him. I had to stay at the one hospital and be transported by helicopter to another. He wasn't doing well. He was at the hospital from June 21st to July. He wasn't gaining weight. They had to run a lot of tests on him. Found out he had food intolerance and jaundice. Wow. Wow, that's a lot. Uh, yeah. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm considering for my 7-year-old. She was placed in general ed class. I don't feel she's getting all the support she needs. Hey, Steve, what are you doing over here? I just asked if they ever did a live, so they did it. Maybe we'll get more people. Uh, Next time she does a live, it was helpful to me. Oh. That was Gloria.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm back. I decided to give me a quick snack while I was talking too, so excuse me. I'm always munching on something.
Right?
Hmm.
Oh, Gloria, wait, she asked you if we ever do lives? Gloria asked you that?
What happened?
Wait, Gloria asked you if we ever do lives? She said she asked you to do a live. She requested a live.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
We do them
And
every
then
Sunday.
yeah, and then she said she asked if we ever do a live, so
I
we
don't
didn't.
remember that.
But she's been in our lives before.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen her in our lives before.
She's over in the watch party.
Yeah, she's in the watch party, but I've seen her in our lives before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we do them every Sunday and
I've,
randomly. Well, now Thursday. So,
oh, she said in the homeschool group.
oh, the
Oh, okay.
homeschool girl.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was gonna say yeah, because I've
that's
seen her.
that's
Oh, maybe she's
Victoria.
talking about Victoria doing that live. So I was
Okay.
gonna say I've seen Gloria. I was gonna say Gloria. I've seen you in Let's Talk Autism before. Yeah, because I've seen her before. Because I can't remember what we were talking about a few weeks ago. Good night, you guys. I got classes in the morning. Going for my associate degree, plus dealing with my daughter with autism is a job. Love you guys. Okay, see you later.
See you
Christine.
later.
Later. Gloria Thompson. Yes, she has an IEP for speech. Yes. Oh, yes, but she's talking about Victoria. That's why.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
she requested the live over there. Okay, got it.
Okay.
I got it. I got it now. This was no action. There was no action in the other chat. There was wondering where he was getting these questions from. So he came over here in the homeschool. Okay. Yeah. I was
Hopefully,
just making it up.
maybe Victoria will start doing weekly lives
Mm-hmm.
soon, and maybe have the parents rotate.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
We'll
Or
have
maybe
to
have you
let
guys.
we'll have to let her know this,
Mm-hmm.
is needed, requested. So,
And some of you guys are probably familiar with the discussions group. So sometimes the discussions group has people sharing things. Maybe you guys can share ideas about what you do with homeschooling. You ladies crack me up. I think we're to the point we all need sleep, and my phone is about to die. Yeah, we get delirious. And I haven't even eaten dinner or anything. What time
see,
is
I
it? Yeah,
snuck
it's 7
off
o'clock.
as
Yeah,
soon.
what'd you say?
I have to say thank you, Norma. Snuck off while I was talking and
Yeah.
made a sandwich.
Mm-hmm. And it's 10 o'clock there, so I'm sure you already ate dinner. I didn't eat anything. So I've worked all day. Because we went straight from the board meeting to this.
Oh yeah, we sure did.
And now
We
it's 4
sure
o'clock, and
did.
now it's 7 o'clock.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. And I've been up since 2 a.m.
mm, 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. Yeah, that's when my
See,
watch
that's
is about to
my.
go.
I'll go to sleep like I'll fall asleep like right now. If I fell asleep, I get up at 2, and then I'll fall back asleep. Then I might get up at 4, then I'll fall back asleep. Then I'm up at like 7, whatever,
Mhm.
coffee, and I might fall back to sleep. I gotta stop doing that bad habit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I lost Linda. She blacked out on me. Well, we're gonna let's see what happened to her. We're gonna close out anyway because we've been on here for 2 hours. Great discussion for open discussion for a Thursday night. I learned something new about autism diagnosis and 504s and IEP. So it's pretty good. Linda, where are you? Let's see. Let me see if she comes back. RS, are you still here? Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna close out anyway. So Linda's computer died. So we're gonna close out for this evening. It's been a great 2 hour open discussion. Thank you all. And we will see you Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for another session of Let's Talk Autism. See you guys later. Thank you.